We're live.
Good evening, everyone. We have today Dr. Girish with us, who's a pediatrician by profession, and he's coming from Jabalpur. He's born and brought up from there. So today he would be sharing his experiences with us with here in FFD. So go ahead, sir.
Hi, I'm Dr. Budhrani. I'm a pediatrician from Jabalpur. Thank you so much, Dr. Budhrani and the FFD team. It's been a wonderful journey, I tell you. 4.5 months. Before that, I never knew this will be a life-changing experience for me. Believe me, I mean, I had never expected, being a doctor myself, I had never known that such a program exists and it can do wonders for you. So like when I started on 15th of January, before that I was persuaded by my childhood friend, Mr. Chandarayan, who was there with the batch, previous batch, that is the 77 batch. So like he persuaded me that I should go through, I should join this. So I saw some videos which he had sent me around. So those videos were definitely promising. I could see, I mean, there were long videos, like 1 hour, 15 minutes videos, along with drpramodtripathi, along with Dr. Malhar. I've seen wonderful videos, but still, I mean, I was a little skeptical even after that. I thought going vegan, will it help me out? But still, I mean, I was so frustrated with my obesity and my diabetes, and with all the medications. I was taking so many medications. So right. I was taking like morning, I was taking Jalra M 50,500 in the evening, along with Riclide, XR60, BD, and HCQ. I have ankylosing spondylitis along, like I was taking Sazo for that. So I was like frustrated, taking so many medicines. But fortunately, I mean, when I started this journey with you people, I could sense there is something which is going to happen to me. So like I started getting results. In the very first week, my sugars dropped. Like all the medications on, I encountered a lot of hypoglycemias. Dr. Siddhi, my assigned doctor, was very patient with me. She would talk to me every time and tell me, see, this has to be done. So she started reducing all my medications. The diet expert was wonderful. I mean, she's been helping me around. So even the mentor herself, Mrs. Rakhi, she has been helping us. I mean, it was a wonderful journey.
Right. Any challenges that you faced during the phase 1?
Yes, phase 1, the only challenge was like I'm a tea lover, morning tea, evening tea. So without that Indian tea, masala chai. So I was in those chilly weather. I mean, January was very chilly. It was like 4 degree, 5 degree in Jabalpur. So without that tea, I mean, it was definitely a big challenge to me. But still, I mean, you people taught us that going vegan will be very helpful without the dairy. So I took up the challenge. I started having, black coffee, which did very nice to me. I mean, having a black coffee in the mid-afternoon was very helpful. And apart from making you, alert, it was helping me around with my hunger. I mean, it is a very good hunger suppressant as well. I could learn later. So definitely, yeah.
Anything else that you felt that the minute changes that you see in yourself in phase 1? When did you start experiencing that? And of course, losing 20 kgs and you were 100 plus and now you're around 85. Yes. That's a huge achievement. Plus your medications have stopped. So yes. Those little changes that you saw in your initial stages of the program, how were they and how did you manage the entire program so far?
Yeah. Phase 1 was like, it was a happy go round type of thing, because I was having everything, all the meals were there, the morning meals, afternoon, evening, all 3 meals we were having. So it was nice. But despite that, I was losing weight. My sugars went down in first 2 weeks. In fact, almost all my sugar medicines were not there after 2 or 3 weeks, I remember. So like, I was amazed, with so much of diet I'm taking, although it was a limited thing, but I was taking all the three meals. The
Right.
morning breakfast, although it was a different kind of meal rather than before I used to have, parathas or those things had stopped,
Right.
parathas and poha and all. Despite that, I was having some breakfast, so I was having something. In fact, the recipes which the FFD people had sent us for the morning breakfast, they were wonders, because my wife used to help me around. She's been there since the beginning of the program. And in fact, she's one of the most person who's been around with me throughout from morning till evening. She will tell me, have this, have that, and she will prepare
Lovely.
that. Yeah. So I was very fortunate enough to have her beside me in this journey. So like, morning breakfast, I was having. Despite that, my sugars were, going down. So this was something which I had never expected, that you are having all your meals. Despite that, your sugars are going down, your weight is coming down. So it was a different thing. I'm so thankful to all the 50 people, especially Dr. Pramod Tripathi and his entire team, Dr. Malhar. I used to listen to his videos, his talks. They were so inspiring, so inspiring. Although he differs on a few points with Dr. Pramod Tripathi, but both of them definitely they make a wonderful team.
Nice. And how about just before, when we spoke before the program started, you mentioned about trying fasting for the very first time.
Yes.
So how did you enjoy the journey
I
of fasting, which you've never fasted before?
Yes,
So
no.
please share something about it.
In my life of 53 years, I have never, ever fasted before. So this was the first time. So I was wondering how to do it. But my mentor, she was very good. She would tell me, "Aap kar loge, aap try to karo. I know aap kar loge." So I mean, she was so motivating. She told me, "You start with juice fasting." तो मैंने juice fasting तो मैंने start कर दिया. So first day when I had this juice fasting, actually it meant a feasting, which you people say juice feasting. Actually, it was a feasting, because itna tasty juices had, not with the fruits, without the fruits.
Right.
So I mean, they tasted different, but they were very nice. So I could not even say take the fourth juice on the juice fasting day. After third, it was like, oh, to bahut ho gaya. 500 ml 3 times. Or sham hote hote, like, for me it was enough. I'll have some black coffee. That was enough. So this way I started. So she used to motivate, Mrs. Rakhi. She used to say, "Aap kar loge, aap kar lo." So when the long fast started, me and my wife, we thought we'll do it for 48 hours. Let's see.
Okay.
Karte.
48 hours.
48
Wow,
hours.
that's
48
nice.
hours jab ho gaya, then I said, Anu, let's extend it. So she was saying, yes, definitely अपन extend करते हैं. Let us see.
Wow, so you did
Extend
this with your wife as well.
Yeah, extend kiya, 72 hours, 96 hours. My parents were, aghast. क्या कर रहे हो बेटा? क्या कर रहे हो? 96 hours हो गया. You're not eating, both of you. कभी गिर जाओगे, कुछ हो जाएगा. Believe me, nothing happened.
Lovely.
No weakness, nothing. So such a wonderful program you people have designed. I don't know, I mean, how this has come up. Being a medical doctor, I never knew about this.
Right. And after fasting for 96 hours, that's pretty long. So
Yes.
how are your energy levels? Like, how did you feel?
Good. Extremely good. I'm telling you now. I used to go for my clinics, my walk and everything. Everything was there. So in those days, on those
so you were
4 days,
working as well when you were fasting.
Yes. My wife was also a working doctor. We both of us used to go at time. Night we used to come back. We used to pack our sabja water along. So like one bottle morning mein, one bottle evening mein we used to carry. Black coffee you used to have along. Sometimes a day before, like 96 hours, my wife said, let's have some soup, some vegetable soup. So we had a very little, like 100 ml of vegetable soup. She made it the way, I mean, 50 people had told us to prepare. So that is what we had only.
That's nice. And how about any physical activity or some sport that you really enjoy that has changed your perspective about, physical activity and
Physical activity,
exercises?
definitely. I love tennis. I used to play around 8 to 10 years back, but because of this, increasing problem of spondylitis, ankylosing spondylitis and obesity, I stopped playing. But now, after losing weight, I really, I mean, I'm trying to go out and play. I'm just waiting for the weather to get better because it's very hot now, 45 degrees. So maybe in a month or so, when it's little cooler, I'll start playing that. I want to do that. Another thing which I want to do is go for a, at least I'll try. I don't know how, maybe I'm successful or not, but I'll try for a 5 kilometer or a 10 kilometer marathon, which I really want to do. So
Oh,
let's hope. Let's hope.
that's lovely.
Yeah, let's hope I'll be able to do it.
Now, after losing 20 kgs of weight, how are you managing to maintain this weight, this BMI?
Yes. Yeah, this is a very important question. In fact, a lot of people ask me, a lot of my friends, they ask me, how do you maintain? आप तो खाने लगोगे तो फिर हो जाएगा. So I tell them, see, FFD has taught us how to manage that. If I go for a, say, a party or somewhere, we eat something, we know what we have to eat, what we do not have to eat. जो हमको देखना भी नहीं है, वो भी हमको मालूम है. Right? So like that. एक तो ये, number one. So even if you eat, morning में you have to burn everything. या फिर you do a fasting, intermittent fasting or fasting, your weight will be managed. So this is what I could learn from 4.5 months of FFD. Let's hope it continues.
And how are you trying to balance this entire following FFD protocol and your work life? How do you balance it?
Yeah, well, interesting sagas I would like to share. Initially, when there was, NOD and anti-gravity, which we used to do, which we have stopped now because of they said you can stop now because now you are maintaining. So like initially when this thing was there, NOD and anti-gravity, I had to travel somewhere. So I had eaten a meal in between. I was traveling in a car. So I asked my son, he was driving. I told him to stop somewhere. 1.5 hours ho gaya hai. You just stop somewhere. So side mein, jungle mein, I did NOD.
Wow. So you did your exercises in a
Yes,
jungle while you
in a
were traveling.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
nice.
So I mean, my children and my wife was laughing at me. What you're doing? When I can nahi karna hai. I have to do it. Means karna hai. So
Wow.
like this way, and apart from this, like sometimes I used to have my meal in the morning. I have to do NOD in the clinic, so I would stop. I'll ask my receptionist to stop the patients for another 10 minutes or 15 minutes. I have to do my exercises. I would do it in a very small chamber of mine. So, so NOD, I used to do even that time also. So I mean, I was consistent with this thing, and I used to, kind of, and morning, I had to leave little later because of this program. So I had, adapted that way to adjust to FFD, and because I think that's what has helped me, maybe.
That's nice. So it seems like it's been a very nice learning experience for you about your body, how it really works, what kind of food and exercises really suit your body.
Yes.
So coming to all this, can you please tell me and tell the audience as well, which has been the most favorite part of your program where you've thoroughly enjoyed and as well as learned something really new, and this was a completely new experience for you?
Yeah. The new thing I learned is NOD. I had never heard this word before. So like my sugars, initially when I used to eat, they were like 210, 230, 240 pp. But when I used to do my NOD, it would come down to 140 or 150. This was a miracle. I never had known this before. So this was something which I learned. And I would recommend this NOD to a lot of people who usually have so much of hyperglycemia with their meals. So this is one thing. I don't know how Dr. Pramod Tripathi has invented all this, but this is doing miracles actually.
Right.
Yeah.
And what your family, friends, and your close-knit family have to say about your transformation of losing weight, getting off medications, and surprisingly, I was just seeing your reports as well. Your HbA1c is dropped below 6, and that's
Yes.
amazing. So,
Yes. Yeah.
what's their take on your entire transformation?
Definitely. All my friends and family, they are extremely amazed. They are extremely amazed. They have been asking me, what have you done? Kya kiya tumne? Kya kiya? Aisa kya kar liya? All my friends, all my acquaintances, I go to parties, I go meet people. They are all amazed at seeing me. Initially, yes, I mean, for the first 2 months, I never went out. I told myself I don't have to go anywhere because I have to be strict on my diet. I would never go out. So when I mean, had these results coming, then I started going out. After 15 kgs, I started, venturing out. I thought, let's just see कि क्या कर पाते हैं बाहर लोगों से मिलें तो सही कि क्या हो रहा है. So first 2 or 3 months, I didn't go out. Even after the invitations, I would stay back at home.
Right.
Yeah.
It's nice. And as we conclude, any takeaway message that you would like to give our audience? How would you, in your way, would like to motivate people to lose weight?
Yes. I would say, I mean, you have to believe in your abilities. You can do it. This is what is the turning point, which I could make. If you have to do it, you have to do it, then you can do it. So make up your mind. I have told my friends also who are, a little bit deviating, I have told them to join. They have joined, but I don't know, they're not sticking to the program maybe, but I want to tell them that stick to the point, stick to the protocol. You are definitely going to get the results. And I'm so very thankful to all of you, all the FFD people. They have turned me into a new me. And like I said, I mean, I had written also to you people also before in my write-up that this year we are going to celebrate my 25th wedding anniversary with my wife. So incidentally, I mean, she asked me a few months back, around 6 months back, why don't you do some exercises or you just lose some weight so that I get a new you on my 25th wedding anniversary. And I'm here.
Wow.
So this is a gift to her. With God's grace and with the help of you people, I'm here.
That's lovely. That's nice. That's nice to know. Thank you so much, Dr. Girish, for so comprehensively telling us how your entire transformation has been for 4.5 months, and still it's going on. How beautifully you're maintaining the entire program. So that's amazing. Thank you so much once again, and thank you to our lovely audience. Thanks for joining in and watching us, and stay tuned for some more samvad sessions.
Thank you, FFD.